Hello everybody, it is Tuesday the 13th of February. I was thinking again about the lilies of in the field, and I'm thinking about these beautiful light beings, the ones that are pure energy, that are no longer trapped in sinful solid bodies that drive them to do all manners of things. They have gotten out of this and they are now in a state of freedom and of enlightenment. Or they have. I want to show you this here. They're not. They're actually no different from us. They just have a different body. That's all. They still have the same needs, and they are actually being driven into sinful action by the needs of their bodies. I want to show you this here. So let's start with the lilies of the field, and really for us to be of sound judgment. So consider it. Don't just shout the words and wave your hands in the air and shout glory, hallelujah. Actually consider it. Think about it. So the lilies are in a field. That means they are in the soil. Now imagine a field of soil with the lilies in them. And the lilies are not the only plant, most likely, in the soil. There'll be grass, there'll be nettles or thistles or whatever is growing, all manners of plants. They're all in the same soil. Now, what determines what nutrients the lily takes out of the soil? It's the lily that determines that. According to itself, it will take the nutrients according to itself, that which will sustain it. And what sustains a lily is probably not exactly the same as a grass or thistle or nettle or any other plant. And here is what Jesus said, and again, people wave their hands in the air. Oh, wonderful, loving Father, that gives to all. And then disregarding the second part of what he said, in him there is no judgment. He is not the judge. He will just give. Whatsoever you ask for in prayer, believe it is yours, and you shall receive it. He does not judge. He will just give it to you. So as the lily is the judge in what nutrients are being taken out of the solid field, the earth field, so we should be the judge of what we take out of the greater field. And we call it a field, the field. Many refer to it as that. I call it the all, but many refer to it as the field. What nutrients do we take out of that field? And who is the judge? It's not the field itself. It contains everything, and it will give without judgment to whoever asks. So what we are determines what we take out of the field. What is actually food for us, or what is pure poison. Because that is also contained in the field. Not because the field is evil, but if there's something in there that is poison for you, it means it was meant for you. It was meant for something else. You're not the only thing in here, in this thing. So again, you should know yourself. You should know what is food for you. So that's the first thing. Now let me come to the next part, and that is, again, those beautiful beings of light that have left their body behind. They're no longer driven by the need to sustain a body, and that will drive them into sin. They're not out of a body. They're not. They have a body. The body is energy. It's not solid like ours. but it is a body. They are a defined something. Yeah, they're not all. They are defined something, so they have an energy body, and there is a need for them to sustain that body. And we sustain our body by sowing and reaping. Yeah, we put seeds into the ground, we grow grains, and then we reap the grains for our food. And they are doing the exact same thing. Their seeds are words, thoughts. They're planting thoughts. And we run with these thoughts, and we create emotional energy according to those thoughts, which is their food. We've become the soil. We are the soil into which they seed and out of which they reap the harvest. Energy. And make no mistake, Jesus was one of the sowers. And he sowed a seed in this world into our minds, a thought, that then over a period of time should create an energy, and then the harvest would come. The kingdom that is not of this world would have its harvest. And again, you know them by their fruit. Yeah? And Jesus told you the fruit, actually he told John, the vision of the world that his seed would create. Because we're not only creating energetic outcomes, we're also creating physical outcomes. Because we're physical beings. And the world that was created is a world of death and destruction, of hunger, of suffering, of diseases, of war were there. And then the harvest would come, the harvest of energy. Because they have energetic bodies, and that is their food. So are they different from us? No, they're not. They're sowing, they're reaping. They need food to sustain those bodies. They're no different from us. They just have a different form, which creates different needs. And now the last thing I was thinking about, and that is quantum physics, believe it or not. So we're going from the lilies to quantum physics, but it's all part of the same thing. And that is that we are not only creating the energetic food for those beings, according to the seeds that they sow into our heads. We're also mining the gold, and that is knowledge. And again, whatever is contained in this world, the knowledge of this world, this world is not just solid. We are energy beings. We are both. We're not one or the other. We're both simultaneously. Yeah? And the solid form is created out of the field, so it is a reflection of the field. The knowledge you can gain from the solid form is also a knowledge of the energetic level. They are the same. They just take different forms. But, okay, let's say it like this. Let's consider this like a potter, like pots. If you have clay, and you make lots of different forms out of the clay that look completely different from each other. But if you examine any one of those forms, you would gain knowledge of the clay, because they're all made from it. And that's the same here. you examine the solid form, you will gain knowledge of the energetic level from which it is made, from which everything is made. So we are mining the gold for them, the knowledge for them. And at the moment, I can see quantum physicists, I hear it mostly from, I'm not following them a lot because I don't actually understand physics that well, and quantum physics most certainly not. But I can see the basics. And what I can see is the likes of Harman being obsessed with getting energy directly out of the field, out of the quantum field. Who needs that knowledge? Is the question. Are we actually running out of energy here? I mean, we've been told that everybody's in a blind panic, but are we actually running out of energy here? Do we have a real desperate need to get energy directly out of the field? It would serve them, the energy beings, if they did not have to go through planting thoughts into a solid form for the solid form to create the energy and then for them to suck out that energy. What if they could get it directly out of the field? Ask the creator of all and get of him, because that's what Jesus said. He will give. So who is actually in the greater need for that knowledge? Us or them? And I mean, if that is, that is what Jesus taught. It is possible. Need to find the way. And if we find that way here, an understanding of that here, how to do that, hell, give them that knowledge. As soon as possible to get them off our backs. So this is what I'm seeing happening here at the moment. Is that the truth? I don't know. To me, it makes sense. To me, this is a logic trail of thought. Yeah? And therefore, I would say it is a possibility. This is possibly what it is we're doing right now. I mean, those that are falling over themselves at the moment, trying to find other sources of energy. Why do they think they're doing that? Because this world is running out. To save humanity, they might be saving, they might be saving something else. It's something else that needs that knowledge. But then in a roundabout way, yes, they would save humanity. Not directly, not because we have need for that energy. We can grow food, solid food. But they have need of that information, and then if they don't no longer suck it out of us, then yeah, it would, in a roundabout way, it would save us. It would save humanity from the gods. So here's my thought for today. But one of the most important things that we need to think about when we enter the field into all possibilities is, who is the judge? Who is the judge of that which is being received, whether it is good or bad? You are. It is according to you. The field will give without judgment. You know, you say, does it not care? No, I don't think it does. I don't, well, yes, it does care. It cares for all. Then you must be the one that specifically cares for yourself. it is pure altruism, then you must be the one that is caring for yourself, not that altruistic. You must be of sound judgment of what it is you receive and what it is you can do with it without destroying yourself. But at the moment, it is really, they are beautiful light beings. They no longer have bodies. They're no longer in sin. No, they have bodies, and yes, they are driven by the need to sustain those bodies every bit as much as we are. I mean, see all those things. See that Jesus was somebody that sowed a seed for a kingdom that is not of this world, that would create an emotional, energetic harvest for energy beings. Get out of the picture book and get out of this picture of, the gentle Jesus cuddling a lamb. That is not who he was at all. Anyway, I leave it at that for today, and think about it. Talk to me. Donate to my channel if you can, please. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.